Social media allows users to connect with friends, family, classmates, and more. And whether we like it or not, social media is here to stay. Applications such as Facebook and Instagram dominate our generation today. My name is Tarek. I'm a fourth-year communications student at Simon Fraser University. My task will be to look further into these social and cultural phenomena. Facebook's platform has 1.71 billion monthly active users and 1.13 billion daily active users. Capabilities include Facebook Instant Messaging and FaceTime video call. Instagram currently has 229 million followers worldwide. Capabilities include instant messaging. There has been an ongoing concern about excessive use of social media. Such concerns include privacy, jealousy, and narcissism. Statistics show that people use on average a total of 4 hours a day on social media. This can be mentally draining if we are not using it for the right reasons. However, taking a more dialectic approach, we will look at the benefits.
My first memories go back to about over 10 years ago. I would say definitely 10 years ago if we're talking about MySpace. And MySpace, I remember when I got into MySpace, it was just something people did. It was not related to me yet, to what I was doing professionally. Just kind of promote yourself with whomever was out there. It wasn't even with the idea of I need to get big or I need to gather an audience. And then in 2006, people had already been on Facebook for a while, and I remember when I finally joined, thinking myself, I'm already late on this. And when I joined, people were like, hey, yeah, welcome. And so, 5 years ago at least, in 2012, I added Twitter. And around the same time, I might have created a Twitter account for both my nonprofit cultural group and for my work as an actor. And now it's very simple to create your Instagram account, automatically linked to your Facebook account. But I have not done that yet, even though it's been a while now that people are telling me, I think that's the way to go for you, is Instagram.
So currently I use Instagram. I did use Facebook for a very long time, but now just a little bit to keep in touch with my family and friends, and something called Asian Avenue a very long time ago when it first started.
Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and then before those was on Friendster.
Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.
MySpace. And then I started to listen to most of the artists there, just started to follow some friends, added people. I started to get into Facebook afterwards. I got Instagram I got into YouTube, and a little bit of Snapchat here and there, but that's mostly it.
Using social media with a purpose, systematic. Someone told me this is what you gotta do. It comes with an awareness that with whatever you do involves people, and so you need people to be aware of what you're doing. I'm using social media for myself as an actor, so that's my personal thing, and I'm also the president of the Southeast Asian Cultural Heritage Society. Our acronym is SEACHES. Our website is seaches.org. And our objective is to promote, preserve, enhance Southeast Asian culture. So that's how we created a Facebook page for SEACHES, and I have my own Facebook fan page for myself as an actor. I use it quite often. I try to be mindful, not to have it take over my life.
I mainly use social media for my business at the moment, and I am on it every single day just because I take orders on my website, and so I need to reply to my clients, my customers promptly and quickly. So every day. I'm constantly checking it. I know it's bad, but that's part of my business.
I use my social media platforms for Facebook personal. I use it mostly for connecting with friends and family, and for keeping up with my family groups and some of my social and some of my work and business groups. Facebook and Instagram, it's more so for advertising for my lifestyle and for my business.
Advertise my work as a photographer and connecting with my clients throughout Facebooks, and from friends to friends and from family to other relatives as well too. Pretty much every single day. Even sometime before bed I use Facebook and Instagram.
Most of my media, I use it just to kind of follow up on friends overseas, family, to post videos of myself while I'm doing my voice acting. And so yeah, I usually just use Facebook for most part, and mostly YouTube just for kind of uploading videos and just to kind of see what's out there, just to kind of grab better ideas of what's going on around me and how you can also improve yourself in whatever way that you need to.
We showed a movie at the Rio Theater for our first fundraiser event this year. It allows you to reach an audience that you would have not reached otherwise.
It's benefited me hugely because I'm meeting so many new people, which means lots of potential clients in the future. Instagram has benefited my business because it's more like a photo book. So people see something and they like it, they contact me for potential orders. And with Facebook, I mainly use it to connect with my family and friends, which is an amazing way to communicate with someone across the world.
Biggest benefit is it's let me get in contact with people who maybe I wouldn't get a chance to meet in day-to-day life. It's helped me promote myself and my business in ways where most people, for example, are looking at their phones and checking their phones and seeing what's out there at 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And there's no way in heck I'm going to get in front of somebody at 1 a.m. when they're in their pajamas to try to promote to them my stuff. So it's kind of nice. Like if somebody's looking for what I offer, I don't necessarily have to go searching for them. They actually end up searching for me.
More clients, and definitely my new client or recent client get to see more of my work. It's easy to be used, that's for sure. Easy for me to learn and easy to just upload my photos and my work, my video on Instagram and Facebook. And so that's huge, make a difference. Something that make my life definitely easier to connect with other people as well too.
Using Facebook to connect with my friends and my family that I haven't seen in a very long time. Honestly, I love it. I've been connecting with people who I haven't seen in over 20 years, you know, so it's just kind of nice to kind of know what they're up to, and just to chat, just to kind of, we used to be so close as growing up together. You have so many nice memories together, and just kind of just to see what's going on, right?
I've never experienced anything like that, either for my own personal profile or my nonprofit work and my work as an actor. Nothing negative, and so I can elaborate and ask myself: is it because it's just how you look at it? Is it because of what you put out there? Is it just related to your personality? Maybe people, you have a personality where people just don't like you, or you have a personality where you do things that will attract comments, negative comments from people. I'm not advocating to censor yourself. I'm not advocating to having to be a certain way, but you have to, it beckons that question of, is it just related to who you are and what you do?
You just never know the type of people you meet on social media. So when you say something, it could come across as negative, or they could just take it the wrong way. So it's always better to communicate over the phone or in person, so you can communicate your emotions through body language or your tone of voice instead of just text or messaging.
I think the only negative impact that I've ever had, I can't really say that I've got negative impact now. Earlier years though, when I was just first starting off, I think the only real negative impact I would have really had was just during party years, just going bananas, going crazy. I used to hear that stuff like, you gotta be careful what you put online, because if you're gonna go work for somebody else or even work for yourself, people look you up, and if they see stuff that it's not really congruent with who you are and what you're trying to portray, then it could work against you.
I would have to say, not that I know of so far, since I use Facebook and Instagram. However, the little bit uncomfortable part will be I get a little bit weird and odd follower on Facebook.
Some people tend to have issues with you at times. Not everybody's gonna like you. Having ex relationships. Usually I haven't said anything, nothing has really impacted me in a wrong way. Just somebody hacked my account and just been sending viruses or whatever. But other than that, I haven't had any major issues with social media.
If you have that kind of platform, if you have followers, please diffuse information that are significant, that raises people's consciousness. The time that it takes from people's lives is precious. So please don't post nonsense. Just post things that are conducive to people being enlightened to the world, enhances people's lives in a good way, make them better, make them more compassionate.
Use it to express how you feel, but in a positive way, in a positive movement. Don't look too deep or into too much of what you see.
I personally would say it's good to use it frequently, as long as that's not the only thing that they're doing in terms of like a social life, in terms of connecting with people. But it doesn't replace that one-to-one connection. I would say use your social media to connect with your people, whoever it is that you want to, but make sure you take it to that next level of getting a chance to talk to them by phone, meet them in person, you know, whether it's for business, personal, social, whatever the case is. Don't rely on social media. Do all of your communications for you.
Don't depend on it too much, especially when it comes to connecting with your client and friends. I definitely would recommend it that to really do it personally, one-on-one, have a coffee sometime, and you know, just really connect it and have a real chat. I mean, it is a great idea to use it, Facebook, Instagram, or any other platform, but I also find that I'm more connected with my clients when I'm like have a phone call with them, or when I send out videos, or even have a coffee with them. So I definitely do recommend it. Don't forget to really have one-on-one with the friends or clients.
You can be interesting, but at the same time you have to be nice. Be respectful of others, because if you were to post something private, all of a sudden in the future it can affect you in some ways. Be careful when you post, because it can probably catch up with you in the near future. And if you're trying to apply for any jobs or whatever, and if all of a sudden it leaked into the media, then that could be a little bit of a warning. Treat others how you want to be respected.
Facebook and Instagram are great social media platforms to bring people and communities together, a new way of communicating with our peers. But people have to remember, it's more about the cultivation of our society. The idea is to bring them off of social media. Now that we know this, can we look at social media in the same way? Social media is more than receiving likes. That's all superficial. As well as who has the best profile picture. We can see that the benefits outweigh the negatives. Oh. What's going on? Cool, man. Is it dark on my side? Okay. Like that?
Yes. Yeah.
So speaking of FaceTime, say hi to the camera.
Hi, camera.